my goodness.
Oh, we have on camera Reggie Fisa, man!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live. We have Metroids floating on the stream. Why? Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. We are 15 days away from epicness. Oh, it's going to be crazy. What's up, everybody coming into the stream? Josh, Jack, We Happy, Blaze, Pyro, Bustin' Justin, No Sag, MG Plays, Tony, Lake Show, we live, MG Plays, Curtis Dragon. What's up to everybody in the chat? Can't wait. Y'all already know we are 1000% live streaming the Nintendo Switch 2 direct presentation. It's going to be epic. It's going to be crazy. ASAP, I see you in the chat. B-Man, I see you in the chat. What's up, everybody? All right, before we get started with the news, we will be giving away a Switch 2 console to a lucky subscriber. 15 days is the first announcement for the first subscriber, and then a month later, we're going to be giving away another one. A month later, we might be getting real close to the Switch 2 release date. We're going to talk about that in the stream. We have news today. Also, you want to join a dope gaming community, links in the description. Become a member of the OGC, get into my gaming Discord. We be lit. We be having fun. We have been having some good gaming discussions. All right. Now, we got a couple of crazy news items for the stream. The first one. This one's a doozy. This is coming from NintendoLife.com. There's a rumor. The latest Switch 2 theory suggests the release date might be right around the corner. The Switch 2 could be launching a lot sooner than you think. ASAP said I'm going to win 2 Switch 2s. All right. While we are all patiently waiting for the April 2nd, and the next round of official Switch 2 news from Nintendo, some fans are pulling out the corkboards and red strings to try and glean any more information about the upcoming console launch. We assume that word of a release date is right around the corner, but until then, this recent theory is a doozy. Check this out. The rumor in question was shared on Twitter by content creator Thunderstash, and it suggests that the Switch 2 launch date is a lot closer than we expected. Check out the date. May 15th to be precise. Bro, May 15th is crazy work. A month after, and I'm telling you, after the April Direct, I think any date is possible. A week later is possible. Just the fact that Nintendo has been storing and preparing everything for April 2nd, they have given themselves the opportunity to release the console whenever they want to after that. Josh says, no, that's my girlfriend's birthday. Oh, well, her birthday present will be watching you play your Switch 2, Josh. All right. According to Thunderstash, the theory is based on logic, patterns, and solid research from the community, rather than inside knowledge or leaks. And he points to several different reasons as to how he's arrived at his conclusion. We got a couple more news items after this one too. But I didn't ask you guys to give the stream a thumbs up yet. We're at 16 likes. I need 14 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 30 likes right now. Boy, do it. Do it. Do it. All right. What you say?
Why is he still there?
Why is who still there? It's on your head. Come here. Where'd you go, Real? I'll follow you. There you are. All right. There you are. All right. Go, Brielle. Go. All right. Here we go. Let's get to the news. All right. You're a little distraction, kids. You already know. You already know what happens when you come to this channel. You already know what to expect. All right. Man, I'm having all right, we'll just leave that there because I'm having green screen problems. All right. Here we go. There are a couple of Nintendo related events happening on May 15th. So check this out. That seem to form the backbone of the theory. First up is the launch of Doom Dark Ages, a title Thunderstash believes will be a Switch 2 launch game based on Nintendo's history with the series. Now, if the Switch 2 comes out before or when Doom launches, I probably would pick this up at launch. From this point on, I'm not picking up any old third-party games. What do I mean? If the game doesn't launch day and date on the Switch 2, I'm not getting it. So if it's already out and then they come out with it again later for the Switch 2, that's lame, bro. Y'all got to show Nintendo love on day one for me to support it. All right. Doom Dark Ages launches on May 15th. And it believes a Switch 2 launch game based on Nintendo's history with the series. Hey, that's fact. Both the Switch 1 got 2 Doom games. The Doom 2016, I think. That's what it was. We had fun playing that. And the other one that came out after that. All right. Then there's the recently announced Mario Kart Lego set, a merch tie-in with another presumed launch title in Mario Kart 9. And the grand opening of the new Nintendo store. That's right. There's a new, I forgot to even talk about it. The new Nintendo store is opening. Does that open on May 15th? I think. Will be bought only on my Switch 2 Facts page. That's it, bro. It's going to be the only console this generation, bro. Nothing else exists. All right. Thunderstash seems to think that all of the above would work hand in hand with the Switch 2 launch. But he also points to what's going on around that May 15th date to add more fuel to the fire. Let's see. The date falls in a brief intermission period in the Switch 2 hands-on experience. I didn't even think about that. It's a week before Memorial Day. Oh, the stars are aligning for this May 15th. Out of close to the new store. Oh, that's dope, Bucks. They need to put one down here in Florida, bro. I'll be there every day. More day in the US. And before Super Nintendo World's Donkey Kong Country expansion. That's a stretch. Things start to sound a little bit arbitrary at that point, but the theory states that all these circulating events give fans time to pick up the console and start the word of mouth cycle. There's a couple things that make sense. That intermission period between the hands-on events, because a lot of people are saying, no, Nintendo's going to wait until after all of the hands-on events to release the console. That's not necessarily true, because I think they had a hands-on event with the Switch and the console launched before that hands-on experience was finished. And it happens all the time. I remember going to the mall, they had like dedicated Switch events in the mall shortly after the Switch launched. And so that can't be the deciding factor when those events finish. All right. We will switch to, as the above tweet explains in detail, the theory also leans on last week's rumor about Nintendo allegedly already shipping out 383,000 complete Switch 2 units to North America, and May currently being a ghost town for new releases. That's facts. What big games have been announced for May? I think a lot of developers are clearing the way because they know that their games are coming to the Switch 2, and they're waiting for the April 2nd Direct for Nintendo to announce it. And what's up, my guy? All right. Like nothing. All right, so according to this theory, and this is interesting. This was worth me including in a news stream. May 15th release date. Now, what do you guys think of that? And I tell you this, the sooner the better. The sooner after April 2nd, I'm good, bro. So this theory said April 15th as the release date for the Switch 2. We'll have to see. But we are just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. We have another one. Let's get to this next news item. I didn't realize I had Metroid playing this whole time in the back. Well, I did, but wasn't paying attention to it. We're going to get to Metroid. Crazy Metroid Prime 4 news. But before we get to that, Kenny just told y'all, like the stream. Give the stream a thumbs up. We're at 26 likes. 14 people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get to 40 likes right now. It doesn't cost you anything to give the stream a thumbs up, brah. All right. This next news item. Nintendo Switch 2 might cost $500 with $70 games as the standard. Now, the second part of that title, I agree with. $70 games, just expect that to be the standard. For Nintendo first-party AAA games, just expect $70. Nintendo already tested the waters with Tears of the Kingdom. Let me see Tears of the Kingdom lifetime sales. And how did that sell? Tears of Kingdom lifetime sales. 20 million, over 20 million. So it's already, so the 70 million ain't gonna hurt Nintendo. I mean, the $70 is not gonna affect Nintendo sales. Yep, them games gonna cost $70. Y'all told Nintendo, hey, all right, it's $10 more, but we still buying the game. So expect $70 games to be the standard for the Switch 2. That's gonna be it. But $500 price point. Let's check out this article and I'm gonna share my thoughts, bro. This is coming from MSN.com. What's up, everybody coming into the stream? So appreciate the love, appreciate the support. We are on the Nintendo hype train and we are not getting off. All right. It's been a while since Nintendo officially revealed the long-awaited Switch 2. We got that all the way back in January. January seems so long ago, bro. However, bro, we're only 15 days away. I can't even. 2 more weeks, man. However, we still don't have enough details regarding the price, release date, or launch titles. However, Dark Knight said I predicted 500 Canadian. Is different. That's still going to be below 500 in the US. We're talking about 500 US, which puts it to probably over 600 Canadian. All right. However, we might finally have an inkling of what to expect according to various analysts and market observers. The Switch 2 might not be as affordable as its predecessor. A new report from Bloomberg cites the predictions of Dr. Serkin Toto, Robin Zhu, and Yizha Zai about this upcoming console. These all seem like Japanese analysts. Josh with the $1 super chat. I need somebody to show Josh some love. Logan, I see you in the chat. Let me type Josh. Somebody type Josh in the chat. Show my guy some love, bro. Why didn't the notification show up? Let me see. Alert, man. Huh. I didn't hear it. But shout out to Josh. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. All right. ASAP type Josh. Kenny type Josh. Hold is Josh. No sad Josh. Kenny Wash. Pay Josh. That's my name. That's right. It is Josh Bucks. That's the name of one of my sons too, Joshua. I remember that, Bucks. Now that you mention it. B-Man type Josh. Tony type Josh. Everybody showing my guy Josh Lee some love. Appreciate the support, Josh. All right. All the said analysts agree that the Switch 2 will cost more than $400, which could be even more pricey thanks to recent issues raised by U.S. tariffs. Toyo Securities said the following. The original Switch's NVIDIA chip, yeah, and we talked about this, and it's interesting how they break down the price of the individual chip to determine the price of the system. Whoo! Big up yourself. What's up, Aunt? Go, Josh, says Curtis. Buck says 429. I don't know. I think Nintendo usually does either at the 100 or 50. So either 350, 400, 450, 500. 429 just seems so un-Nintendo-like for a launch price. 499. I'm gonna share my thoughts on the price after we talk about this. The original Switch's NVIDIA chip is estimated to cost $80 per unit. The Switch 2's chip is likely to be in the $130 to $150 range. I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo goes ahead with $500, says this. Now, let's talk about this launch price real quick. The launch price, I don't think the launch is going to make or break the long-term success of the system, but it will affect the first year sales as to whatever Nintendo decides to launch the system at. You got to get out the stream, Josh. You messed up the green screen. All right. $500 is going to be a stretch for a lot of people, bro. So, of course, I want Nintendo to price it as cheap as possible, just so as many gamers can pick up that Nintendo Fire and the system will be successful. But Nintendo, at the end of the day, is also a business. And if they price it too low, it'll hurt their profit margins. Who knows, or they're going to have to cut back in developers and scale back their game production. And we don't want that to happen either. Lake Show with the $2 super chat. Okay, the notification did show up. I just didn't hear it. Shout out to Lake Show. 500 is too high, but I'm still getting it. Yeah, if it's 1,000, I'm getting it. But 500, I'm just thinking about the mass market, bro. I don't want it to be too expensive. I don't know. 500 is a $200 jump. Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, ASAP. That's a great point too. A $500 jump. That's almost twice as expensive as your previous system. I don't think Nintendo's gonna have that big of a jump between a generation of consoles, bro. And so that's where I keep saying because even 400 is a $100 jump from the last gen, because usually Nintendo lowers the price, or console manufacturers lowers the price of their current system somewhere during the lifespan of the console. So the Switch 1 should be around 200 right now, and then the new console Switch comes in around 300, closer to what they did the previous generation. But the fact, because of the whole market and how everything is with component parts, chips, and all that, nobody dropped the price of their consoles this generation. I mean, this generation has been unusual, to say the least. Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo, none of them dropped the price of their consoles this generation. And it's going to affect the price of next-gen consoles. Bro, it's being rumored that Xbox is coming out with another home console, bro. They're coming out with a handheld and home console, which I think both are going to flop. But if they come out with it, that handheld is going to cost at least $500. That home console is going to cost $600-$700, bro. Consoles are going up instead of down in pricing. So a $500 price point, I think that's going to be tough for a lot of consumers to digest. Couple that with $70 games. Whoo! Expensive time for gamers, bro. All right. The article continues. The biggest launch in the history of gaming. And we touched on this yesterday. These analysts believe the Switch 2 will sell significantly well once it launches this year. Some of them even suggest that we might witness the biggest launch in the history of video games. Before we get to this, talk about this again, and break down a different angle to this, I have to also mention with Nintendo pricing a console too expensive. Y'all remember what happened with this console right here? Let me get a trailer up. Y'all know I'm particular about 3 years. Bro. All right, Joshua, you got to get up, man. You coughing all of it. I'm not trying to get sick. Skedaddle. Go that way. Get out. Yeah, you can stay over there. I'm not trying to get sick. Everybody in the house is sick right now except for me. Even my wife is sick. I am not trying to get sick. All right. When?
I'm not sick.
Yes, you are. I just wiped your snotty nose. All right. Even when the 3DS, y'all remember when the 3DS launched? The 3DS launched at a high price. Nobody was picking it up. Nintendo had to drop the price like a month later, bro. So I don't think Nintendo's learned from their past mistakes. And I think, yeah, they know the inflation is high, tariffs are high, but they're also saying, you know what, we might have to even bite the bullet and keep it around 400 so that we don't have to come out and do a price drop a month later. Hey, but shout out to Nintendo for those early adopters. Even though I paid the full price, I think it was $350 for the 3DS. That was crazy, bro. $350. Was it $350 or $2? I forget. It was a high price, or $250. We got all those free exclusive games to all the early adopters. We got them those free downloads. That was lit, bro. That was straight fire. So that's where Nintendo just has to be careful with going overboard with the price at launch of the Switch. What's up to everybody coming into the stream? We're at 43 likes. I only need 7 people. 7 people to give the stream a thumbs up. And let's crush 50 likes right now. Now here's the thing. Even with the $500 price point, these analysts are still saying the Switch 2 is going to sell in boatloads. All right. They believe the Switch 2 will sell significantly well once it launches. Some of them even suggest that we might witness the biggest launch in the history of video games. I think that's going to happen, bro. With first-party games, Mario Kart 9, Metroid Prime 4. We're going to talk about that Metroid Prime 4, bro. Launch title. Metroid Prime 4. Pokemon. This is all launch year. New 3D Mario game. And you know, I think Nintendo's going to have at least 2 surprise first-party games this launch year to round out the launch lineup. We're going to have a stellar first-party push. We're going to have a stellar third-party push. Square Enix is going to have games on the system. Capcom, Bandai Namco, Ubisoft, EA has come out and said we're going to fully support the system. Microsoft is a third-party developer right now. I don't care what y'all say. They've come out and said we fully expect to support the system. Take-Two Games. GTA 6 is not out of the realm of possibility. NBA 2K, 2K supported 2K supported the Switch every year, bro. I'm glad that we got a new 2K every year on the Switch, and I think for the Switch 2 we should get the next gen versions of the system to have it on par with what everybody else is getting. Take-Two Interactive has come out, so first party gonna crush it. Third party is gonna crush it. Nintendo Switch Online Services, NSO, rumored new features. GameCube the GameCube system possibly coming to the Switch. What I'm telling y'all is games drive a system sale ultimately. Yeah, price is important. But once gamers see the worth, like it's going to have fire games, they will bite the bullet and buy it. This is why I agree that we could be on the verge of the largest console launch in video game history. It could be happening, bro. All right. Oh, they even mentioned the high price tag is predicted to be backed by a great launch lineup. So they're saying, even though it's going to be a high price tag, the great launch lineup, gamers are going to be like, all right, we're going to shell out the extra 100. Even though I'm still leaning towards 400. Featuring Mario titles, Pokemon Legends, Metroid Prime 4, and blockbuster third-party support like Call of Duty. I forgot. Call of Duty has been confirmed. Not a rumor, speculation, confirmed to be coming to the Switch 2. Microsoft has already said that they're making Call of Duty the next 10 years for Nintendo. However, these games might also be more expensive than the original Switch games. It's possible that Nintendo will follow the new $70 price tag for new games. On X, Dr. Sirkin Toto posted, the hardware price is of course a big topic, but many people, including investors, do not consider the possible Switch 2 software prices. I absolutely expect Nintendo's own games and major third-party games to cost $70 US. And he notes Tears of the Kingdom, and I mentioned this, was $70 in 2023 already, and it worked for them. In fact, already sold over 20 million at a $70 price point. And just game game development is more expensive. So $70 for Nintendo is going to be our new reality. And it's almost been indirectly confirmed by Nintendo. The fact that they announced the voucher system is coming to an end. Or no, it's not coming to an end. It's only going to be available for Switch 1 games. Lets you know there's going to be a price difference for the Switch 2 games. So that's just our new reality. It is what it is. We just have to go with it. This is a tweet by Wario64 Bloomberg, Nintendo Switch 2 analysts who regularly communicate with Nintendo and software hardware partners. Anticipate a price of $400 or more, but still expect it to have the biggest launch in game industry history. So this is someone who is actively communicating with Nintendo and software partners. Now they say $400 or more. I'm hoping it's just $400, and we just roll with that. $400, get the gamers to buy the system, and Nintendo will make up their profit. Even if the $400 squeezes into their profit margin, bro, they made a ridiculous amount of money the Switch 1 generation. They're gonna make the Switch 1 sold the most software of any console, I believe, in gaming history. The Switch sold more software, and so they made most of their profit in software sales. And I think Nintendo, as long as they have an easy buy-in for the hardware, they'll recoup it all in software sales. They'll get it all back in software sales. So, all right, and this talks about let's end out this article. Some of this information we talked about already, some is new. And as for the release date, it's believed that Nintendo Switch 2 will launch in June. Now, we just talked about May, but these analysts are saying June. Specifically, we talked about the end of June. My birthday is June 28th. Make it happen, Nintendo, June 28th. Robin Zhu expected the Switch 2 to sell between 6 and 8 million units on launch and reach 20 million sales by the end of its first anniversary. Those are astronomical numbers, bro. In comparison, yeah, we talked about that with the PS5. We are living in an era where the PlayStation 5 Pro launched with a $700 price tag last year. Console prices are no longer comparable with the traditional pricing of the past due to economic changes and the power and cost of these new consoles. We'll probably have official confirmation regarding the price and release date of the Switch 2 in 15 days. All right, so we're getting close, man. This is the end game. We're getting close to everything that will be revealed. Now, we have another one. This next news item put a smile on my face, bro.
No.
All right. Before we get started with this news item, give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush. We're at 46 likes. 4 more people. Let's get it to 50 likes. 4 people give the stream a thumbs up. Bro, this is coming from screenrant.com. Metroid Prime 4 to, and I quote, yeah, I know, blow everything else out the water in Nintendo Switch 2's Direct, claims a podcast host. Crazy stuff, bro. Rumor has it that fans may get an extended look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond in the upcoming Switch 2 Direct. And I think it is going to happen. We're going to get more detail of the game, of course. According to a prolific podcast host, the highly anticipated game will overshadow the other titles in the presentation. That's big talk, bro. Podcaster Kui Talks hyped up the long-awaited sequel's presence in the upcoming presentation in an X post via Nintendo Life, writing that the game's true unveiling will blow everything else in the Direct out the water. Bro, what if they show like Switch 2 exclusive upgrades, and what if they show like the game running on the Switch 2? Because this one is running on the Switch. And this looks amazing. So, in less than a month, this is the Direct quote. The Switch 2 Direct, you'll see that Nintendo and Retro were keeping their cards close to their chests with Metroid Prime 4 for this exact moment. The true unveiling will blow everything else in the Direct out the water. Now that's tough talk, bro, because Nintendo's gonna have some bangers in this Direct, bro. I think Metroid is gonna look amazing, but don't sleep on what we're gonna see with Mario. We just got a tease for Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart 9 is gonna be crazy, and the biggest surprise, the 3D Mario game. No one has seen the big 3D Mario game except for Nintendo's developers. Nintendo's going to keep that game close to their chest. Lake Show. Cap. Lake Show is the biggest Metroid hater in the whole wide world. All right. After a long silence, Nintendo may surprise and stun audiences with Metroid. All right, it's been over 7 years since the announcement of Prime 4. No. So expectations are understandably high for the game. It took until last June for it to get a proper first look and subtitle. This is what we have to keep in mind too. This game is being made by Retro Studio. Retro Studio is known for punching above whatever hardware their game is on. When Metroid Prime first launched on the GameCube, it was the best looking video game ever in the history of video games. No one, even PC, no one saw a game looking that good. And so don't sleep on what when we get the full reveal of Prime 4, bro. All right. While Nintendo only confirmed Prime 4 for the current Switch, speculation is already rampant about whether the game will have a native Switch 2 version. Whoo! The slivers of gameplay that fans have seen from Prime 4 display impressive graphics for the aging Switch hardware. So a Switch 2 version could be a visual showcase in the Direct. What if we get a Switch 2 version of this game? More graphical effects, higher resolution, smoother frame rate. Previous Retro Studios titles have pushed the boundaries of Nintendo hardware, with the original Metroid Prime using advanced graphic techniques for the GameCube and its remaster. I just told you about that. I told y'all. Bringing it into modern standards on the Nintendo Switch. The remaster / remake of Prime on the Switch was fabulous, bro. And I knew it. I remember when they announced it available today at the Nintendo Direct, and when I streamed it live. Just the title screen, when you saw the cells, the Metroid cells up close, I said it. I said, this is about to be amazing, bro. Just based on what I've seen so far. Now, you could tell by the resolution and how just the intro was. I was like, man, they put their foot into this game, bro. All right. It would be no surprise to Nintendo fans if Retro continued this trend and set a standard for visual fidelity on the Switch 2 through Prime 4. Don't sleep on what Retro Studios can do on the Switch 2. All right. If Nintendo were to release a Switch 2, so this is talking about a Switch 2 version of Prime 4. If Nintendo were to release a Switch 2 version of Prime 4 and even launch its new console with the title, the Metroid series would be put in a new position reserved for the company's bigger franchises. That's facts. Normally, titles like Super Mario 64, Zelda, Twilight Princess accompany a new Nintendo console, as the Mario and Zelda properties drive higher sales numbers. As for how reliable, yeah, that's facts. And so, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday. A lot of people are like, no, don't let Metroid be a launch title. But I think Metroid Prime 4 being a launch title would be perfect for Nintendo. Bro, it won't be overshadowed by any other games, and the game would sell phenomenally. It would be. If Metroid Prime 4 is a launch game, the only AAA first-party game at launch. Now, Mario Kart is going to come like a month later. But at launch, it would break records. It would be the best-selling Metroid game ever, bro. And Nintendo will still they're going to get their Mario Kart sales, bro. So, Mario Kart will come and it's going to get its sales. 5 million, even 5 million is good for Metroid. I think it'll push 10 million lifetime. 10 million throughout the lifetime of the console, because the Nintendo first party games are evergreen titles. All right. As for reliable, how the leak is, this YouTube channel has amassed over 9 million views and features several interview videos with developers associated with Bethesda, Valve, and Metroid Prime Studios. Retro Studios, okay, reliable, demonstrating his industry connections. So, this dude isn't just talking, but he has connections, and he is saying Metroid Prime 4 is going to blow everything else out the water, and there is possibly a Switch 2 version of the game. Interesting stuff, bro. That's why I gotta hit y'all with that fire, man. We gotta keep that fire going, bro. All right. While a new Mario Kart game for Switch 2 will surely be a system seller, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond could serve a similar role as The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I'm telling y'all, coming out on the previously announced console, while the other version shows off to consumers what the new hardware is capable of. Facts. Metroid has never been a heavy sales hitter for Nintendo, but Metroid Dread was an impressive demonstration for the Switch OLED, and Prime 4 Beyond could do the same for the Switch 2 on a larger scale. And I have to say this, if there's one game and one development studio that could push the limits of the Switch 2, it would be Retro Studio. So I'm feeling this, bro. If they come out with a Switch 2 version of Metroid Prime 4 and highlight it, let y'all know, and without knocking, because they're not going to say, oh, this isn't included in the Switch 1. They're just going to hype up the Switch 2 version, say Switch 2 version will include volumetric lighting and anti-aliasing and all these technical jargon, and just to let y'all know how much more better it's going to be on the Switch 2. It could even sell units. It is going to sell units. It's going to push some units. And then of course, when Mario Kart comes out, probably a month later, the sales are going to spike and continue to go. But I like this article saying Prime 4 is expected to blow everything else out the water at the Switch 2 presentation. Bro, if it was any other game, I'd be like, they just putting some glaze on it. But it's Retro Studios we're talking about, bro. Retro Studios still got that sauce. Niche and sell. Yeah. Let's go. So, I thought this was dope, but we have even more news. We have another one. Let's go. I don't know about this one, but we still got to talk about it. I thought this was interesting. Nintendo Switch 2 to rival PS5 Pro with exciting new features that will transform games. Now, this is interesting. It didn't say rival it with graphics. It says features. This is what we got to realize. The Switch 2 will be engineered on more modern architecture. So it will have more modern tools that aren't available on even consoles that are more powerful than it, like the PS5, because this is a new system just coming out in 2025. Shout out to everybody coming into the stream. We crushed 50 likes. 10 people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush 60 likes right now. We can do it. We can do it. All right. Switch 2 to rival. Didn't even say PS5. PS5 Pro with exciting new features that will transform games. I appreciate it. Alma says thumbs up for me. Thank you for giving the stream a thumbs up. If the latest Nintendo Switch 2 leak is to be believed, then original Switch owners will definitely want to upgrade. It might touch on some of the things we talked about previously, but it does have new information because I did skim through the article. All right. The Switch 2 will reportedly benefit from AI upscaling when it launches late in the year. This is going to go into more detail with the AI upscaling and the resolution leaps. A newly discovered patent has seemingly shed light on Nintendo's plan to use technology capable of improving visuals on the Switch 2. As you can see from the filing patent, we already looked at it, the technology will be able to convert images through the use of a trained neural network. Check this out. This is where it gets interesting. The use of the technology would allow the Switch 2 to transform 540p images into 1080p images. That's twice the resolution bump. That's pretty major, bro. Not only could this massively benefit retro Nintendo games and original Switch games on the Switch 2, bro, I'm hyped for this. Just imagine instantly your complete library of Switch 1 games just all look better. That would be dope. But it would make games look better in handheld mode. Share. All right. The technology is not dissimilar to NVIDIA's DLSS upscaling or PSSR for the PS5 Pro. It will be fantastic to see the tech. This is on express.co.uk. It will be fantastic to see the technology used in older Nintendo games, potentially with rumored GameCube releases coming to the Switch 2. Bro, this is what we got to think about. All of this comes together to make one complete epic gaming package. What do I mean? We're not just going to get Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. We're not just going to get Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube. We're not just going to get F-Zero GX for the GameCube. We're not just going to get Wave Race Blue Storm for the GameCube. We're going to get all those games upscaled in beautiful HD with online multiplayer. I don't think y'all realize why they're saying the Switch 2 could have the biggest console launch ever, bro. This is going to be crazy stuff. This is it. All right. The imminent Nintendo Direct took place on April 2nd. Yeah, we know. All right. And it talks about how Mario Kart 9 could support 24-person multiplayer. It's also pretty likely Metroid Prime 4 will be available as a cross-gen game. We know that. But this AI upscaling technology is going to open the floodgates. And I'm hoping it's something that is on the system level where the developers can just push a button and their games could automatically benefit from it. Games like Witcher 3 on the Switch, a lot of third-party games, Doom on the Switch, that had to scale back the resolution to have the game actually run on older hardware, would automatically receive a resolution upgrade. I think that would be dope. Now, as far as adding more assets within the game, I think that's where the individual developers would have to go in and do some work. But if they're able to just automatically have their games at a higher resolution, I think they would take that from Nintendo. So, and this is my thing. This has already been available on the Switch. This AI upscaling technology, not in this sense. There is a device. Now this might break your Switch 1 warranty. But there was a device, and I had it. I don't know where I put it. That you can plug into your Switch, and then you plug the HDMI through that device, and the images would look cleaner. Like a lot of the pixelation would be reduced, and it would look better. It was the M something. I forgot the name of it. Let me show you the M cable Switch resolution. What is it called? The M Classic. That's what it is. The Marseille M Classic. It's a gaming resolution upscaler. But it was a separate device that you had to plug into your Switch. I had one, and it legit worked. Now, that was off of old technology, not optimized for the system. The M Classic. That's what it is. But with Nintendo actually having it designed and engineered into the system, it's going to be way better than the M Classic. So I think that this is going to be dope. Now it's saying it's going to rival the PS5 Pro with exciting new features. With features, I agree. We got to keep our expectations in check. If anything, it'll be closer to the PS5, PS4 Pro. That's what it's going to be closer to with DLSS, with all this AI upscaling technology. Because at the end of the day, Nintendo knows that it's still a handheld and home console hybrid, but they have to make sure that battery life is preserved. So they can't go crazy with the power, and you only get 30 minutes of battery life. Nintendo does a good job of balancing that, and I think they're going to do a good job with the Switch. All right. We are not done yet. We have another one. This is still talking about the AI upscaling, but now this is the one that goes into more detail as far as the upscaling bumps. It's coming from tweaktown.com. A Nintendo Switch 2 filing with the FCC has revealed the upcoming console may feature AI upscaling technology similar to NVIDIA's DLSS. But this goes into more detail. That's why I picked this article. All right. It was only recently that filing with the FCC revealed the Switch 2 will have 2 USB-C ports and the support for Wi-Fi 6, faster internet Wi-Fi. That's great. Now, another filing has been discovered and has seemingly revealed the inclusion of AI upscaling technology, with the above image showcasing a process of taking a low-resolution image through a render pipeline that increases the output resolution of the image seen on screen. It should be noted that this technology may not be used for Nintendo's new release games, but instead it's old games from previous console generations, as the image depicts a 540p image being bumped to 1080p. So it gives us some more information. There are few new games on the original Switch that launch with a 540p resolution. I remember that Yoshi, one of those Yoshi games, had a real low resolution that could benefit from this. And most are extremely graphically intensive and only briefly drop down to this resolution when in handheld mode. Regardless of where the technology is used, it appears the Switch 2 will feature some kind of AI upscaling technology, which, if true, isn't totally surprising, since NVIDIA is slated to power the upcoming console with a system on a chip from its Ampere generation of GPUs, specifically the NVIDIA Tegra T239. This system on a chip is capable of AI upscaling. Check this out. Digging more into the filing, there is language that states, and this is we haven't talked about this, the AI upscaler will also be able to take a, watch this, 720p image and convert it to a 4K image. Did we just, we could have on the box of the Switch 2 4K gaming. This is my first time seeing 4K gaming for the Switch 2. This is major, bro. I was just satisfied with 1440p. Let me read this again. Digging more into the filing. This is an official filing, not a leak or a rumor. There is language in the official filing that states the AI upscaler will be able to take a 720p image and convert it to a 4K image. 4K gaming on the Switch 2. Bro, this is going to be crazy, man. More and more information every day for the Switch 2 puts more of a smile on my face. And so I think this is dope. It says it should be noted that these filings date back to 2020 and were published in 2021, meaning quite a lot may have changed now and then when this technology was created. If anything, it got even better. All right, now here's an actual quote and the details into this upscaling. For example, a neural network for up-converting to 1080p from 540p will be different than one up-converting from 1080p to 1440p. It will also be appreciated that while the examples shown in figures 3 through 7 relate to transforming a 540p image to a 1080p image, the techniques herein may be applied to other image sizes, and it gives examples. Bro, shout out to Lake Show for the $5 super chat. He says, so for Metroid to sell, it has to be the only game, bro. Lake Show cannot let go that Metroid will be the only Nintendo AAA launched game. But its top 3 Nintendo IPs, I don't think so. Zelda, Mario, DK, Splatoon are better. Lies! Let me reply. Lies! Hey, we still gotta show Lake Show some love though. Somebody type Lake Show in the chat. Lake Show. Hey, Lake Show, get in the. Are you at work, Lake Show? If you're not at work, get in the voice chat, bro. We gotta talk about this. We gotta get this Metroid off your chest, bro. But check this out. First of all, Lake Show, let me talk about what you said about it has to be the only game available. What did Nintendo do for the Switch 1? Zelda Breath of the Wild was a cross-gen launch title. Did they launch Mario Kart at launch to compete with Zelda? No. Why? Nintendo would cannibalize its own sales. So it's not whether or not Metroid can stand on its own. It's Nintendo using good business common sense. Why launch 2 big AAA games at the same time? Pace them out. Nintendo's trying to pace out their releases because this is what happened. Let's say at launch, we get Metroid, Mario Kart, and a new 3D Mario. And then we got no games to play for like 4 months. You know what people are going to say? Man, we had a great launch, but then it was crickets for most of the year. What is Nintendo doing? Everybody's going to be, man, I don't have any games to play. Nintendo knows this. And so Nintendo is pacing it out. Boom. Metroid Prime at launch. Prime 4. A month later, Mario Kart. A month or 2 later, a Zelda possible remake. Pokemon is coming out at the end of the year. Mario is coming out possibly a new Mario possibly at the end of the year. And so Nintendo knows what they're doing, bro. They're just trying to pace it out. But check this out. Here are the examples that this upscaler gives. 720p to 1080p, 480p to 1080p, 1080p to 1440p. I'm telling you, 1440p for me would be the sweet spot. 1080p to 4K. And 720p to 4K as the possible AI upscaling resolutions. Bro, we're going to get 4K gaming on the Switch too, if this FCC filing is correct. And I think that would be amazing, bro. And I'm telling y'all, I'm good at 1440p. As long as we're getting the upscaling games to 1440p, which it looks like that's what's happening, we're going to be good, bro. We're going to be golden as gamers, bro. We're going to be good. All right. And so a lot of information. Oh, we do have one more news item. I thought this was worth sharing. Lego Pokemon has been leaked and coming in 2026. This is coming from MyNintendoNews.com. The Lego Group and Nintendo have been on a roll lately with the intricate sets, and it looks like the Lego Group is continuing to take things up a notch with the release of Lego Pokemon sets starting next year. The Pokemon Company and the Lego Group have reportedly been on a dramatic takedown spree today after the Lego Pokemon trailer was reportedly uploaded earlier today by Lego Mexico and has since been rehosted on a number of video platforms. Check out the teaser trailer down for Lego Pokemon. I'm gonna just look at it. I can't show it on stream because I get a big copyright claim. I'll describe it. You got yellow Lego pieces coming to make a Pikachu tail. And then there's electricity around it. Oh, this is legit. Oh, it's just a tease. It's just a tease. So it's just a yellow tease of Pikachu's tail in Lego shape. So Lego Pokemon has been leaked. A new set for coming in 2026. So it looks like Lego Mexico accidentally put the trailer out ahead of time. So they announced it on 2. Oh, it's officially? Oh, let me check out Twitter. Oh, if it's officially announced, then I could I'll show it on stream. But if it's not officially announced, I am not getting a claim. Lego Pokemon. Let me see what Late Show's saying with this $5 super chat. Y'all want to launch with the inferior game just to help it sell because could be more. Bro, just popularity does not make a game better than another. Late Show. I could not true. Bro, Late Show. You know what sells real good right now? Roblox. Does that mean Roblox is better than the next 3D Mario game? Are you trying to tell me Roblox is better quality than Tears of the Kingdom because it sells better? We can't go by game sales, bro. Come on. That's not good gaming logic. L, what's up, bro? Why I don't get notifications on? Make sure you clicked on the bell, bro, below this video. Hope you've been doing L. But that's how YouTube been with my channel. Like not everybody gets the notifications, so I don't even care anymore. Let me click on that link. Biozette. Oh, Pokemon reveals a Lego partnership arrival. Okay, I can show it. Booyah! This is it. It's just teasing a Pikachu tail in Legos. That's it. So that's this is from GameStop on Twitter. So Lego Pokemon coming in 2026. I'm here for it. We're probably gonna be picking it up. Probably one of our kids' Christmas gifts. They love Legos. All right. Those are all of the epic news items I had for today, man. I try to keep y'all updated with the latest and greatest Nintendo content. All right, we're going to be heading out. But what do you guys think about everything we talked about? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out. Peace. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Much love.
Oh, we have our camera! Reggie Fils-Aimé!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.